We vibing with another show. Tell me everybody, can you catch this flow? We're breaking down myths, glass ceilings, so you know who we with. Tony Dixon and Friends. They tell me that the sky's the limit. Your purpose calling you, baby, you make the difference. Take charge, do you know who you with? Tony Dixon and Friends. Who we with? Tony Dixon and Friends. Yeah, yeah. Tony Dixon and Friends. Tony Dixon and Friends. Who we with? Tony Dixon and Friends.
I go back and think when we first started the podcast and we talked about the power of presence. And on the other side of the camera sitting in the back was my dad. Being able to make those moments, man, and make those memories. And you'll never get a chance to take them back. So when you have opportunity to make memories with people that you love, what are you waiting on? What are you waiting on? We oftentimes think about having split personalities and alter egos and stuff like that. But Kilf, the business professional, is one person. But Kilf, the dad, man, dude, I just love to see the journey, man. I love to see the journey that you on, man. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
You know, and I tell people to have kids, man. Now that I've at the point where, you know, my oldest son is about to graduate college, my youngest son is starting college. When you think about the 18 years of collections of being a parent and showing up in those spaces, you know, I don't remember every day that passed in those 18 years. That's right. But I remember moments.
Yeah.
I remember moments. And the power of presence is not about being there 24/7 every day. The power is, if you can take this moment, this is what me and my wife did at some point. And I want to pass this along to anybody to have kids to think through this. If you break down the steps and the stages of parenting or the stages of being a kid and you just break it down to summers, how many summers do you have until that child graduates from high school? Right? If that child is in 7th grade, you have 5 more summers left.
Yeah.
You have 5 more summers left to take that time off and go and make a memory. And this memory has nothing to do with the money that was spent. The memory can be just you slowing down, sitting at the table, having a card game. Sitting down, you know, sitting at the table, having that first Monopoly game. Sitting down, playing Uno. Right? It's the power of slowing down, taking away the distractions, put those cell phones up, and just sit down and have those conversations. You have 5 more summers if you have a 7th grader. If you're in kindergarten, if you got a kindergartner, guess what? You better start tallying up now, because when you break it out like that, and even when we think back, I think back on family reunions, I think back on trips, I think back on these moments. I don't think about all that other stuff.
That's right.
It's moments, man.
What helped you get to that moment? Well, let me rewind, because I want to help somebody else out there. What kept you from completely opening up to your kids? And then what helped you get to the moment that you were able to share that moment right now?
Yeah, no, one, you know, just through reading the word, this interaction with you guys, and just other things that I'm going through just from a journey standpoint to understand things. And I know that all of this stuff, it goes in cycles within your family, right? And so if I don't start to open up to my kids, guess who's going to be sitting somewhere dealing with the same stuff later on in life?
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, and that's why I appreciate you guys so much and appreciate this platform that's forcing me to do some of this work, because taking these steps and seeing the joy on his face. I showed the picture to both of you guys of the smile on my son's face when he picked out the jersey that, from the Chargers. And I want more of that. because I know that he now was like, man, I didn't know that about my dad, and it's pretty cool. So, I want to continue to see more of that. And so that's why it was easy to get here and have that conversation with him. And my goodness, one question, he went in, right?
But it's like he called you out.
He did.
So, Kev, you left all of your celebratory stuff at your parents' house. We want it.
Yeah.
Bring it to us.
Yeah.
So I think before you go back to Louisiana, you're going to have to make a little
You better have at least one help.
you gotta make a little extra space in the, in the truck, man. But I think about, in the working world, they have those things about bring your child to work day. And your kids get an opportunity to see you as a professional. And we have those moments. Like Tony talked about being able to play Uno, Monopoly, and things like this. Now, I will say this. It's not fun when your kids cheat. It's not fun when your kids cheat. True. Because you always trying to beat mom and daddy. You trying to beat mom and daddy. But it is fun. It's things that you remember.
No, before we go to this is, you set this up, so I'm about to turn to you.
Yeah.
Before you try to flip it back over here, because this is what you do.
Yeah.
I want to talk about how you demonstrate this in your life today.
Yeah.
So talk to us about some of the things that you do, be it learn from your father, but we've seen you do a lot with your daughter.
Yeah.
From day one.
Yeah.
Talk to us about what you do and about why you do.
Man, all right.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Man, okay. Do not flip this.
No.
on me. But one of the reason I do what I do is because I believe in exposure. I want to expose my daughter to as much as I possibly can. Dealing with a daughter, I want to show her, number one, how a man should treat a woman and how you should be able to live your life. I've been blessed in my life, man, to go to so many places. I have an opportunity to graduate from Stillman College and be the SGA president. Fast forward, become the alumni chapter president. And with that, I had moments to sit down with the president of the college, sit down with you guys, share moments with the mayor of the city, superintendent. But I want to show my daughter and demonstrate levels in life and show her what can be. Show her the opportunities that are out there. She has the personality like her daddy. She soaks it all in. And like you said, Kelf, when we were doing the interviews, Erin, my daughter, her name is Erin McAlpin. I want to let everybody know, daughter Erin McAlpin, I love you so much. You're the joy of daddy's heart. And everybody knows that. That's my shadow. She always says that, hey, it's not Eric, it's Erin. It's me. But I want to show her and demonstrate leadership. And at some point, kids copy everything that we do. And because I know my daughter is going to copy everything that we do, I want to set the example to give her something to copy. And we sit down and we share moments like that. And it's just the bond, man, of being loved. Being loved, man. And showing her that I love her. Because as she gets older, I don't want her to go and have to seek and find love from somebody else. I don't want her to go and seek and find love in something else. Because oftentimes, whether it's drugs, alcohols, depressions, or whatever, gangs, people are searching for love. And I tell my daughter every morning and every night, I love her. And I let her hear me tell my parents I love them. So when we get older, me and my wife, we get older, she can tell us and she can demonstrate love to us. And I want her to hear me say, I love my wife. So that whenever she gets married, she'll know what love is. She'll know how to live her life, man.
Appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we weren't going to let that moment pass. Yeah, because I will tell you that even in watching that demonstration, like I look back in my life and there was moments that I wish I'd, allowed my kids, Todrick, and my son Chase to join me more. So to see you demonstrate that, I can't get those years back, right? In terms of where I missed, where I didn't take them to those moments, where I didn't show them, demonstrate without telling them and not showing them.
Yeah.
Right? Because most people, that's what we do. We get into the process of, do as I say, but I didn't show you how to do.
Yeah.
And what you're saying is you're allowing them to come and see, you're allowing her to come and see you in action, whether you say anything to her about what to do. Guess what she's doing? She's watching. She's watching. And I see her when she comes in the studio, how she's watching daddy and how she's proud of daddy. But I will tell you, it's never too late. Like, give you a prime example. My youngest son, Chase. In saying this, there were so many opportunities I could have taken him to moments, to be a part of that, to be witness. Same thing with Todrick. But I will tell you, last year, maybe around this time, I can't remember the timing, I brought him along to a speaking engagement I had at SMU. I was going to be on a panel talking about leadership. Within that, I had an opportunity to talk about the challenges of being an athlete and the mental health aspects of going through it. And within that moment, he also heard other men speaking, right, in their space about experiences that they've had. Unbeknownst to me, my youngest son was over there taking notes. Those notes, let me tell you how God works. Those notes actually set him up to write his essay. This essay was the essay that he submitted to Howard University, which was a dream for him to be a part of. That essay was what he wrote because of that experience that got him accepted into Howard.
Wow. Yeah.
Let me tell you what almost happened. That night, he came to me and talked about a friend having a birthday party. In that moment, I almost said, well, son, you know what? Go to the party. But in that moment, I said, Tony, you need to take him. I was about to settle in him going, hey, go do what you want to do. I know you don't want to hang with daddy. I know you don't want to hang with daddy. But that moment of saying, nah, son, come with me, put him in a position to take those notes. The notes actually inspired him to write that essay. That essay is what got him accepted into Howard University as part of that process. And it's also been used to help him get another grant and some other things in terms of scholarships because he was exposed to those conversations that made him think differently.
Yeah.
We never know what those moments create. We never know what those moments create. And that's why I want to, give you a shout out, because that may not have happened without me seeing some of the examples that you do for your daughter. And I will tell you, you don't know how many more men and women that you're inspiring because of your witness. So thank you for sharing with us why you do what you do.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Amazing standard.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, you came back out of it. We still got minutes left.
Yeah.
This ain't supposed to be on me. You know what I'm saying? This ain't supposed
I'm
to be
just
on
saying.
me.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You can't run from this one, man.
Yeah, and you're right, man. But I think the other cool part about it is we're multifaceted in so many things that we do. And my daughter gets to see kids get to see parents at the house, but we're doing something outside of the box. What makes you think that my daughter may not be able to, be an influencer in the future? What makes you think that your kids may not be a motivational speaker or a company executive in the future? Mm-hmm. Show them all of you.
Yeah.
Show them all of you. But like you said, Tony, man, dude, I appreciate you for that. But people are always watching you. Mm-hmm. We shared that on a previous episode that is not about you.
Yeah.
There's some people that are out there watching us. And although I love my daughter, I do recognize the assignment of being an example for other men that have daughters. I grew up and I have to say my dad set the example. It was 7 of us. Mm-hmm. It was 7 of us. My mom and dad was fruitful and multiply. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it say to do.
But you know what I'm saying? But as the closer to my age, it was my 2 sisters that were closer to my age. One was 10 years older than me and one was 8 years older than me. And I would always see my dad, and I told you that, being a Girl Scout dad.
Right.
And I didn't know any different. And that's why I deal with my daughter the way that I do today. That's why I deal with my daughter the way that I do today.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. I know people may look at us and say, well, hey, man, it's easy for you all. You all have your wives. You have what people don't have. But it's interesting, man. I've been reading about King Hezekiah.
Yeah.
You know, this is where I'm studying right now. And one of the things that is talked about in that book, if you look at who his father was, his father demonstrated everything not to do.
Yeah.
Everything not to do. So my challenge to you all that may be in a situation, Eric just talked about his father demonstrated to him how to be that girl dad, right? Being the Girl Scout leader. You know, he talked earlier about, hey, sending, you know, being there for the girls, running them around town, and guess who was right there with him? Eric. So he demonstrated that. So the question may come to you now to say, well, I didn't have that demonstrated. I don't know what this looks like, right? Well, this is where the power of community comes in. You are watching people too, right? And while you may not have had that example when you were young, now that you're aging and you're older, you're seeing people that are demonstrating what you did not get. Time out for allowing what you were exposed to as a young person or as an adult to hold you back to doing something different. You can be the person that's breaking the generational curse. And this is where we talk about the power of community, right? You find you a mentor, find you somebody that's doing it right, right? And you go and you become a friend of that person and allow them to mentor you in what you think you lacked. Like, we put so much, and you said it earlier, it was very telling. You said, why do we put time on everything? Right? You 30, 40 years old talking about something, well, I never saw it happen. I never saw it demonstrated. Well, guess what? You can be the change in your family. You can be the change that creates a different wave for your generation. Throw that pebble into that ocean and start that little ripple. You never know what that little ripple will create. And I'll tell you what it's creating. It's creating energy.
Yep.
And that energy continues to expand. So if you've never done that before, get you some water, throw a little pebble in there. I don't care the size of it, and you will see energy that's created. Yep. So you can be that energy that changes the whole trajectory of your entire family, because people are watching, and just because they never seen it done right before, guess what? You can be the person that does it the right way. You can be that great mother. You can be that great father. You can be that great auntie. You can be that great uncle. You can be that great brother, sister, co-worker, friend, support system for somebody who needs you. You can be that person.
If this conversation has moved you, we just ask that you leave us a comment. Tell us, what are you going to do next? Who are you going to open up to? What moments are you sharing with your kids? What moments do you wish you would have shared with your kids? This has been an active movement right here. This has been an active movement. Kilf, I appreciate you for opening up, man.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank y'all again for watching and subscribing to the Tony Dixon and Friends podcast. I'm Eric McAlpin with Kilf Bailey and Tony Dixon. Thank y'all so much.